So over the past few days, I have put out a video on mortgage rates and how that's been affecting the market in the past few months in particular. There's also been a video on recession and inflation and what that historically has meant in the market. So if you haven't checked those out, maybe go check those out first, because those are kind of directly going to lead us into this question now of, should I buy a home right now? If I'm thinking about it, is now the time? And the short answer, I think, is yes. So let's take a look at this priced forecast for 2022. So again, it's a forecast, not a promise. Of course, nobody knows for sure what's going to happen. And I do want to note behind my face here on the camera, there is one projection that's sitting in like a 2.5%. And what these percentages are is the home value appreciation. So even with that very low estimate, they're still predicting an appreciation over the course of the year, just much lower than the rest of these. Over on the orange bar here, we can see the composite, the average of all of these forecasts that are predicting an 8.5% appreciation over the course of 2022. So that's from January to December, not necessarily now, which is July. Still, over the course of this year, we're expecting appreciation to happen and occur, which historically is what we would expect as well. If you were to then take that out over the next few years, sort of the projections that are happening here, if you were to buy in January of this year, which obviously you can't do now unless you already have, the appreciation, the guesses as to what might happen. So the example here, let's say you purchase a home at $390,000 in January. Since we're halfway through the year, let's say it's $400,000 that you buy now. Over the next 5 years, the projected increase just in equity, so not you get a new job and you get more salary or whatever, just in the equity of your home over the course of 5 years is $100,000. That's pretty significant. And there's not a lot of places that you can go to invest $400,000 and realize a $100,000 return over the course of 5 years. So if you're thinking about, should I buy? Is now the time? I don't think it's a bad time. I really don't. Historically, like we talked about in the first video, 6% interest, which is, we're a little under that right now, still a really good rate. Over the course of the last 50 years, it's actually an excellent rate. As we talked about in the video after that, the last one before this, historically speaking, home appreciation tends to outpace the rate of inflation, making real estate one of the best investments you can make to hedge against inflation. And then, like we're talking about here, home values are projected to continue to increase. So if you're in a position to purchase a home, either for the first time or maybe you're looking to make a new purchase, more than likely you are going to see really positive returns on that investment, which makes now, in my estimation, still a really good time to buy. If you're interested in talking about what your options could be for real estate, I'd love to have a conversation with you. I'll put my info in the description below, and I'd love to connect with you.